I actually had to tell my baby today that only pee and poop goes in the toilet after he decided our dryer balls needed a swim. It's my last week of solo parenting, and if I'm being honest, I'm managing the house, the baby, and my job, but some days it feels like I'm barely managing my own sanity. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. My husband comes home in just a few days, and before he walks through that door, I have a mountain of laundry, swimming lessons, and housework to finish. This is the final stretch of my solo parenting journey, so let's get to work. We are about to head to base for swimming lessons, and this is actually one of the best things a part of being a military family is we do get access to a lot of great amenities at a fraction of the cost that you would pay anywhere else. But the biggest thing is just getting all of the stuff and my son and I out the door on time to make it. One thing that I have learned since my husband left was if I have everything in the car first, then that means it's less stuff to carry out. Because for some reason, when you have a baby, and this is just one, and I'm from a family of 4 girls, that you always have a ton of stuff. I didn't really expect that. And so this was probably one of the most shocking / aspects of like not being prepared for parenthood was you still have a lot of stuff no matter how many kids you have. So something I learned. The other pro tip I learned is make sure you have more than one towel for your kid because they get cold immediately after and start freaking out. So I always keep a backup towel in my car for instances like this. And because I'm not paying for extra electricity when I'm not here, I make sure I unplug like all my appliances, any phone chargers, that kind of stuff, because wow, that's another thing on my 2026 bingo card I was not anticipating. Hi, buddy. Okay, it's time for us to go. You ready? Now, I'm sure some of you guys are probably curious. Why do I have a baby in swim lessons? Well, number one, it's really more for me to get out of the house and do something with them, because the one thing that I kind of have discovered is there's not a lot of places that you can really go and do stuff with babies. Like playgrounds aren't really baby friendly, especially if they don't have baby swings. And for whatever reason, the parks near me are only like jungle gym types. So they're not really conducive for like a small baby that's under the age of 1. And the other thing is my mom always taught me water makes kids easier for whatever reason. If they're having a bad day, just add water. So that is why I do swimming lessons. Kind of impressed that I actually got parking right away. For whatever reason, between the hours of like 3 and 4, everybody is at the gym. Parking lot can always be a little bit tricky, but I actually found space. Granted, it is a bit far away, but it's like not that bad. I prefer to walk anyway. I can't believe we're in like this early part of May and we still have tulips here. Oh, they're so pretty. We just got out of the lessons and they went really great. He's getting really good at holding onto the wall by himself. And that is something that they do teach them, is just to know that the wall is a safe place. And so far, I think it's working. He still has a lot to go in terms of like the actual swimming part. It's been an absolute joy getting to have this time with my son, because I know not everybody gets the opportunity and have access to amenities like this, because I know a lot of other people don't. I'm definitely looking forward to using the pool during the summertime, especially since for people who don't know, who aren't from like the Pacific Northwest, we don't have AC. AC is not a common thing that's in homes or apartments or anything, because it's supposed to be a temperate climate. And of course, with the way things have been changing, it's not as cool as it normally is. So having access to a swimming pool, especially for the hot days, is going to come in handy. I already feel it upstairs in our home, and it's only like the beginning of May. It's Saturday morning and my husband is coming home in a few days. And so today I'm going to have to speed clean the house because I have a friend coming over and I want to start decorating for my husband's homecoming that I got from Dollar Tree. I used to have this image of myself as supermom, perfect house, batch making organic baby food, and somehow saving a boatload of money while I did it. But as I'm picking up toys for the umpteenth time today, I have to be honest with you, that version of me doesn't exist. Truth is, I'm not Superwoman. There were days this week when the house completely fell apart. I was behind on making baby food, and let's be real, watching prices go up at the store while our savings stayed the same has been exhausting. It's hard not to feel like I'm failing when the Pinterest version of my life doesn't match the reality. But I realized I was so focused on what I wasn't doing that I almost missed what he was doing. I've been watching my son's personality bud lately, his fierce determination to master walking. He falls, he gets frustrated, but he never gives up. I found that we can all learn from babies, to keep going even when it feels pointless. Even though my solo parenting journey looks nothing like the unrealistic expectations I had, I think we're doing just fine. If you're out there right now struggling to maintain everything, my one piece of advice is to just take the pressure off. Take it one day at a time, control the controllable, like my dad always says, and know that it is more than okay to not be perfect.
This tastes like candy. I don't know if I need to add something else because I feel like that's a little too much like natural sugar for a baby. I think he's gonna love this.
Because I don't let anything go to waste, we're gonna scrape it all out. Taking the pressure off doesn't mean the work goes away, but it does mean I stop punishing myself for how long it takes to get it done. Like this baby food. He finally went down for a nap, and while I wanted to just crash on the couch, I decided to use this unpredictable window of time to get one thing ahead for him.
And there we have it, all in the ice cube tray. And I was able to find this at my local Goodwill, so it was like maybe $3 and totally worth it for when you're making your own baby food.
I've been doing laundry while my son naps, but I wanted to show you guys this. I think it's a tunic top. It was in like the dress section, but I don't think this is supposed to be a dress. Look at the shade of green. You can't find the shade of green like anywhere nowadays. And I wanted to show somebody because it's like, it's a true spring green. Today is the last day of the weekly vlog. I have dinner already made in my air fryer that I'm gonna eat real fast. And then I have a sign to decorate for my husband. And I think I decided I'm going to, like, fingers crossed, it's not going to be a windy day tomorrow, but I'm going to like get the crepe paper on the like inside of the door and have it like kind of come out like a waterfall. I don't know if that's going to work. I do have some tape, so I'm probably going to be using a lot of that and just do like a simple situation outside. So when we come home, he feels welcomed and that we're really excited to have him back, because I know he's anxious to see us, but at the same time is very concerned that our son isn't going to recognize him, which really sucks right now because my son's at the peak stranger danger to everyone. Even like his swim coach that we've been going to since February, he was kind of funny with her today. So I hope it's okay and my husband's feelings don't get too bruised. If you're still here, thank you for being part of this messy, real life moment with me. If you enjoy authentic lifestyle content that doesn't hide the laundry piles, I think we'd get along great. We're just a young family trying to navigate life on a tight budget, and I'm really trying to bring that OG YouTube feel back to this channel. Just real life as it happens. If that's your vibe, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow our journey. I'll see you in the next one.